Now this is something special on the workbench today. This is looks a plainish red box, but you know I'm into steam and all that. Well, this was brought for me for my 50th birthday and I've never used it, which I'm going to consider using now, because I had my trepidations because it's a lot more complex than my normal steam I use. Because basically this is like slightly bigger than a Mamod traction engine, but this is way more complex. And what it is, it's the Maxitrak Allchin 3/4 scale steam tractor in maroon. I've got the red one, and like I said, I've never run it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the outside box off, because it's got to be all lifted out, and then we'll talk over it. There we go. This is the 3/4 inch scale Allchin. It's going to need running in because it has been sitting for some time. As you can see, it's got a proper dual action piston. It is really complex. See, it's got a pressure gauge. There's the pressure valve. Which is solid. That is really tight on. You've got your gear selection, which it was in gear, so we'll put it in neutral. That's better. Well, I think it's in neutral. Like I said, I've not used it, so I've got to work out how this all works. Got a little regulator here. You've got a little glass, don't know if you can see it, that's your water level. In the back we've got the gas fill for the big tank, which has actually got gas in it. So that's been sitting there all that time. So the thing is, in a little while I will get it out and I run it, and we'll talk about it more. But like I said, I need to read the instructions. Like I said, I've never read them on it. And this is all you get, is a few pages. It says what we got in it. You've got the traction engine mounted on walk bay. You've got a tool set, which must be all these bits. A couple of tools. Large syringe for boiler, small syringe for lubricator filler, 2 syringe section pipes, clear silicone, large L-shaped nut runner spanners, large and small Allen keys, spare nuts and bolts, spare water gauge glass, spare washer, and the test certificate. Because there's one thing about these are tested up to pressure. Oh, there's my certificate. And it was tested in, like I said, 2013 when this was prepped, and it's been tested to 300 psi, but I don't think it runs anywhere near that. See, this shows all the bits. That's the reversing lever, so I just don't know. It must be in gear, but I don't know how to get it into neutral. No, we're still moving. Ah, so forwards must be neutral in that position. that is must be forwards, because that will lift it, yeah, because that's reverse. So I'm guessing that's neutral, forwards, reverse, and neutral at the front. I don't know what else to say. Like I said, I don't know what everything it is, because he said what I said: pressure gauge, regular gas filter, the lubricators on the side, where you have to put thick, very thick steam oil in here, and you might have to empty it first, they said, if it's got water from use. That's your gear lever. That seems to just... oh, that puts it in neutral. So you've got gear selection. That drives. And that puts it in the neutral. So it is possibly a neutral, and then forwards and reverse on that other thing. But like I said, I've got to read the instructions a bit more. Yeah, and it's just steering wheel and gas burner. The good thing is they do give you the adapter to fill the gas. But I don't know what more to say until I've got it running and give it a little bit of an oil up and running. But against the Mamod, this is so much more of an engine, you know. It's got so many more moving parts, it's way more detailed, and it is a beautiful thing. But like I said, we'll have a tinker with it and we'll see if we can get it running. And this was brought in, yeah, 2014. One thing that's cool on this is the steering. It works like a proper traction engine. You have to wind the wheel with the chains, and you wind it back and forth. That's really quite clever. But like I said, we'll have this running shortly, and I hope you like it.